What happened of interest? In 2009, the decision was made. Brazil will host the 2016 Olympic Games. The problem is that the society has been damaged because of the decision of the government. When? Since 2009 until 2016. Where? In Brazil, in the Villa Autódromo and the parties involved: Brazilian government, organizing committee for the Olympic Games, National Olympic Committee, International Olympic Committee, some construction companies, Andrade Gutierrez, Camargo Correa, and Carioca. Sponsors: McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Visa, and Samsung. Why did the situation occur? Lack of communication, lack of commitment, lack of transparency, win-lose. How did the situation come to be? World Cup in 2014, Brazil recession, a rise of corruption, unequal benefits. In order to expand our knowledge, we will cover the following factors in our case: neighborhood destruction, financement of Olympics, contamination and environment, ethical issues, Zika virus, corruption and recession, imports and exports, and obsolete infrastructure.
Neighborhood destruction. More than 800 families of Villa Autodromo have already left because of acts of violence by the police. Villa Autodromo experienced violent clashes in June last year when residents protect their homes due for demolition. A lot of people were killed due to police equipped with grenades and bullets. Financement of the Olympics. There are two kinds of budgets. The first one is the OCOG budget that is mainly financed with a large contribution from the IOSC that comes from its different revenue sources. For example, has contributed more than 1.5 billion USD to the success of the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. The second budget comes from non-OCOG budget. This means that the rest of the money under the control of the local authority and compromise several elements such as capital investment, operation budget, and infrastructure investments. Contamination and environment. Water pollution and water quality issues are threatening the country's reputation. Pollution in Guanabara Bay, where the sports of sailing and windsurfing are scheduled to be held, is so bad that competitors have described it as an open sewer. Issues. The four sustainability management systems were established by the Brazilian regulation. The first one, responsibility. Take care to conduct all of our social, environmental, and economic activities responsibly. Second, inclusion. Strive for a respectful relationship with all the interested parties, regardless race and sex. Third one, integrity. Base your actions on ethical principles consistent with international standards. Fourth one, transparency. We will communicate in a clear, accurate, timely, and honest manner about our activities that affect society, the economy, and the environment.
Zika virus. It started out in Brazil last year. Travelers and athletes are now asking themselves if they should be postponing the Olympic Games. Many of them do not like the idea of choosing between their health and representing their country. Corruption and recession. Brazil is one of the countries with more corruption. Recently, the President Lula da Silva got arrested because of the corruption scandal of Petrobras. Brazil is getting out of the worst recession in the last 25 years. The overspent during the World Cup, and the story may repeat itself. Imports and exports. Brazil is spending a lot in infrastructure, and the whole world should take advantage. But the reality is that the Olympic Games are commerce of total failure. Why? Because the host country will be in debt for probably the next 15 years. Obsolete infrastructure. The Olympic Games will leave a legacy of new infrastructure, shopping malls, and parks. But the tourist attraction in the next year may cost $1 million of maintenance.
Created using Powtoon.